Hey guys, what's going on, dudes? It is David here. We're back with another video. Now, in this video, guys, we shall be discussing Eli Manning. Now, the Pro Football Hall of Fame just got announced for the class of 2025. And one of the biggest surprising names that's not on the 2025 list for the Pro Football Hall of Fame is definitely got to be Eli Manning. Now, this is Eli Manning's first year of eligibility, and discussion probably was, now that Eli Manning was up for Hall of Fame, like he was on the ballot, does he deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? Well, if we take a look at the stats real quick, and from his time over his career, before we get into the two major things that I believe that should put Eli Manning in the Hall of Fame, let's take a look at his stats for his career. Now, Eli Manning played for New York Giants from 2004 to 2019, and let's just say this. Some of those years were terrible years because the Giants have been terrible for quite a while. The last time the Giants have won a playoff game was 2016. Which means 2017, 2018, 2018, and 2019, Eli Manning was not playing for a good Giants team. But yet, Eli Manning had a 60.3 completion percentage over his career. He threw for 57,223 yards. He had 366 touchdowns with 244 interceptions. He got sacked 411 times, and he had a passer rating of 84.1. Now, I look at those stats, and I'm like, those are okay stats. Like, for a quarterback in the NFL, that's an okay career. But then we also take a look at what Eli's done in his time as the New York Giants quarterback. And the two biggest indications of why I believe Eli Manning should be in the Hall of Fame is self-explanatory. Because without Eli Manning, Tom Brady would have basically 8 Super Bowls at this point right now. The 2 Super Bowls that Tom Brady made it to and never won, Eli Manning was the quarterback that beat Tom Brady in those Super Bowls. That should be self-explanatory. If you are good enough to be a quarterback, Patrick Mahomes was never able to beat Tom Brady in the playoffs. The only guy to ever beat Tom Brady when it came to the big final game, when it mattered, was Eli Manning and the New York Giants. And I gotta say this, those Giants team that made it to the Super Bowl, they were okay. I don't think they were better than the Patriots. I mean, the 2007 one was probably kind of on the same level, but the next one, I don't really know. But Eli then had, he obviously got the wide receiver in Odell Beckham Jr., and he's the one that threw that amazing pass to Odell, and Odell caught that amazing backhanded catch. That catch still blows my mind very much. I love seeing that catch so much, and it's just one of the best plays that we've ever seen in the NFL. But, yeah, I take a look at his Eli stats, and I'm just like, if we're going based off of stats, Eli kind of would be like a second or third ballot Hall of Famer. But then we take a look at the fact that he's the one that beat Tom Brady both times in the Super Bowl. I feel like that should automatically put him in the Super Bowl. He has good passer rating numbers, and considering that he was playing on the Giants team that for majority part of his career was not really that good, especially towards the end of part of his career when he was kind of not like being able to do anything, and the Giants weren't really protecting him. And then when he retired in 2020, obviously we're in 2025 now, so it's going to be interesting to see how he does. Because now that the next year's ballots have been introduced, we have guys names like Drew Brees, we have guys names like Phillip Rivers, and Drew Brees is definitely going to go over Eli Manning. I'm not sure about Phillip Rivers because Eli Manning still has his 2 Super Bowls, but it's going to continue getting tougher and tougher for Eli to get in the Super Bowl, because let's not forget, there's a certain quarterback that he beat in the Super Bowl. Let's not forget Tom Brady, who retired in 2022, 2023. He's going to be up for Hall of Fame induction in 2 to 3 years. And we all know Tom Brady is going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. And then a couple years later, if Eli's not in by this time, we have the coach that helped Tom Brady win all the Super Bowls, Bill Belichick. He's going to be eligible for the Hall of Fame in about 2028. So we got about 3 years left before Bill Belichick is really eligible. So we got 2 years before Tom Brady, and then we got 3 years before Bill Belichick. That is just absolutely insane. So at this point right now, this was Eli Manning's best opportunity to get into the Hall of Fame, and the fact that he did not get into the Hall of Fame really, really surprised me, because Eli Manning, yes, he was never as good as his brother. Peyton Manning's one of the best quarterbacks we've ever seen of all time, and that's why Peyton Manning was the first ballot Hall of Famer. But if I had to honestly say this, if I were to rather put, if I had to compare this in terms of my perspective, would I rather put Matt Ryan in the Hall of Fame before, like a first ballot Hall of Famer or Eli Manning, I would have put Eli Manning. Eli Manning has 2 Super Bowls. Matt Ryan doesn't. Matt Ryan played against Tom Brady and lost. Eli Manning played Tom Brady twice and made it and won both Super Bowls against Tom Brady. He can literally say he's the only quarterback to have ever beaten Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. There's no quarterback that can say that but Eli Manning. And it really does shock me that he was not a first ballot Hall of Famer. I'm hoping he gets within the next 2 years, because the minute Tom Brady's name comes up on that board, Eli Manning is not going to be one. It's going to get tougher for Eli Manning, because there's some great players that retired in the past couple years. Let's not forget, there's a defensive player that recently retired, Aaron Donald. He's going to be up for Hall of Fame eligibility very, very soon. I believe actually probably in 2020. I believe he's going to be eligible in the Hall of Fame for 2027? So yeah, Eli's perfect opportunity to be in the Hall of Fame was this year. I'm very shocked that the people that select the Pro Football Hall of Fame selections from the ballots did not put Eli Manning, but I want to know your guys' opinions down in the comments down below. Tell me, you guys, do you think that Eli Manning should be a Hall of Famer, or do you feel like he should be a second or third ballot Hall of Famer? And speaking about Matt Ryan, I want you guys to take a look at my next video, which will be talking about when Matt Ryan will go in, because that's going to be a personal thing for me, because obviously Matt Ryan is my favorite quarterback. He was a quarterback of my favorite team, the Atlanta Falcons, so I'm excited to stay for that. So I hope you guys can tune in. See you guys later. Peace.